I'm a kind of a Russophile. I'll never get to go there. I'm very sad about that. And uh, because of my previous career, it's just never, it seems unlikely that I will ever be safe. Anyway, so there was an article I read about 15 years ago about the discovery of a family, and it's kind of an extended family of old believers. Do you know what old believers are?
Oh, do
In
tell.
the Russian Orth in the Russian, you're gonna make me snort, and that's not nice. So in the in the Russian Orthodox Church, Peter the Great, and then I think subsequent emperors uh, tried to modernize, did modernize Russia. And one of the things that got modernized just a little bit was the Russian Orthodox Church. So these people cleaved off that were old believers. And some of them became so afraid of losing what they thought were the real beliefs that they actually went into hiding in Russia. And Russia's huge. And somewhere in the 1940s, 1950s, something like that, in the middle of the last century, somebody doing some kind of geographic survey found the family. And they literally had lived in splendid isolation for a couple of decades.
Wow.
And they told this story of, how they went there, how they got there, how they survived. And they talked about this horrible year when their rye crop failed. And they were left with one surviving rye plant. And they had to post people 24 hours a day. I'm not joking, to make sure the rye plants lived, or they would die. And that story, I sort of suspect maybe it's a little embellished, but nevertheless, I was always fascinated
I
at the
don't think it's embellished.
condition of this family whose entire future survived about keeping the one little rye plant alive. And anyway, that's it. I have nothing else
No,
to
I don't
say
think it's
about the story.
embellished, right? So, I'm reading a book.
The
It's it's
up
called the
higher a
third,
little bit or go further back. Oh wow.
right?
Yes, is this during the siege or some other time?
100%.
Yes, good.
And it's about how I'm going to mispronounce his name. Maybe you know how to pronounce his name. Vavilov. He came to Petrograd, which was became Leningrad, which is now St. Petersburg. Um, but I went there when it was Leningrad, so I call it Leningrad. Um, he came to the Plant Production Institute, and people, because they were at verge of famine, were eating the wheat and eating the seeds.
Um,
Um, but as we all know, during the siege, the scientists moved in to the seed banks and protected the plants and literally died
protecting the
in
plants.
the
Yeah.
seed banks of starvation. And then
Hmm.
in this book, which I'm just starting to read, they
Mm.
tell stories of how the Germans had land. They had conquered land that was some of the seed potato plots,
Hmm.
and at night they would do commando raids. The
Oh,
Russians would do commando raids to dig up the potatoes.
oh my God. I just put in my potatoes yesterday.
Oh, oh,
I grow them in potato bags, and my favorite plant to grow because I just love them. I just think they're just little treasure chests when you finally harvest them.
Well, they are, and you go digging for them like little
Yeah,
lost
yeah,
children.
yeah, I love
But
it.
watch out for the KGB. They're going to come dig them up, apparently.
no, I these were scientists, right? I mean, and who knows what the KGB really is? I mean,
What do you, wait, what?
I know what the KGB really is.
Yeah, like let's find out from Carmen.
No,
Wait, what do you mean? What?